Hey guys, we are back with some more New Jersey Devils franchise mode, and last time we completed the offseason and got into the preseason. Now we are done with the preseason. We're going to go into the Year 7 regular season simulation. So as we go up to the first game against Columbus here, our chemistry isn't really that high right now. It's at a 63, so hopefully we can get it. Oh, all right. There we go. Now it's a 79. Okay. I guess it needed to switch over from the off season or something, because before I started recording it was at a 63. So okay, works for me, I guess. And let's just hope for a good season here, boys. Because I mean, hold on, let's go back. I mean, look at this, 93 for offense, 96 for defense, 98 for goaltending. I mean, if that's not at least a playoff team, EA, then I don't even know what to do. Like, I seriously do not know what to do if this roster doesn't make the playoffs. All right, so let's actually slow sim the first game against Columbus just to see how we do. And is Prop in there? Yes, he is. So let's simulate and hopefully have a good year this year. All right, first period. Here we go. There you go. Juleson with the first goal of the season. Literally less than a minute in, and Henrique on Korpisalo. Second period, here we go. All right, tied 3-3. Morozov and Morozov, and then Carlson, and then Lindholm for us on Korpisalo. And then third period here, we got outshot there in the second period there, but we caught up sort of in the third. So overtime. There you go, Nolan Patrick with 40 seconds left on Korpisalo at a sharp angle for a right-handed player. That is right on the boards, the left-handed boards right there. So he must have, like, backhanded it. Either that or took a one-timer or slap shot or something and at a very sharp angle. And there you go. First win of the season is the first game against Columbus Blue Jackets. So let's simulate up to November 1st, and let's see how our team does. Again, hopefully we don't blow things, because that would be bad. That would be really bad to get off to a bad start, because that was our downfall last year, was a bad start, and well, the 10-game losing streak that we went on in, I believe, December it was. So not starting out so good right here. 1-2-1. Come on now, boys. Let's get maybe a 3-game at least winning streak going here towards the end of the month. And here's a scout. Let's go OHL, defenseman, 6 weeks. There you go. Nice win against Anaheim, Sami Vatanen's old team, Tampa Bay, Michael Marsh's old team. A lot of old teams here that we're facing from players who we traded for the offseason. Pittsburgh. 3-0 win. There you go. A 4-game winning streak. We are 5-2-1 currently. Can we end the month? No, we can't. I was about to say on 6-2-1, but we are 5-3-1 at the end of October. So we're currently in a wild card position. Not that it matters right now. Standings don't really matter at this point in the season. Just a matter of getting off to a decent start. So Pietrangelo, Hall, Veleno, and Balcers all with 7 points to start of the season. I am very okay with that. Ratty and Henrique with 6. Palmieri with 5. Lindholm with 4. Nolan Patrick only with 3 goals, so that's a bit concerning. Might have to get him going somehow. Hopefully he can start producing in November. Vatanen with 2. Morrissey 2. Dahlin 2. Mersch 2. Andreoff 1. Juleson 1. And Lazar and Beach and Moran with 0. And, of course, Cody Beach been taking all those fighting majors there. And he's actually going up. So, I mean, good for him, I guess. And then goaltender-wise, let's see. Christian Prop's only played so far, but he's been doing a fantastic job. .928 with 1 shutout. And goals against average of 2.2. So, I am very okay with that. And, yeah, let's keep going. Nothing really to complain about so far. Actually, let's check team stats real quick, just to see if there's anything we can improve on, or if there's anything that needs to be improved on from the preseason. We were scoring goals in the preseason, but now we're not. So I'll give that a bit of time, but the New York Islanders 42 goals, my goodness. But the good news is we are keeping the puck out of the net. Goals against average of 2.33, 21 goals against. And the power play, still not doing too hot, so we may have to change that up a little bit. But the penalty kill is back in order, 83.3% effectiveness. So we may need to change up the power play a little bit, but so we'll keep an eye on our goals for here. But I don't think our goals against is anything to be worried about at the moment. So let's keep going. We'll go 2 weeks here, and we'll see how our goals for is. And yeah, got to keep an eye on the goals for here. So 4 goals for, very nice. And Calgary, we have a 5-goal performance, very nice. Those are both wins, so cannot complain so far. Keep it going, boys. 4-2 victory. There you go. All right, so there's the first game against St. Louis right there that we did not score more than 4 goals, which, I mean, I'm all right with. Once again, another 4-goal performance, but it came in the shootout. But, again, we're getting those points, so I'm all right with it. Looks like we're going to be continuing the simulation here because don't really want to touch anything while we're winning. All right, so there's a shootout loss, shootout win, a lot of shootouts. I mean, not that that's unusual for this team, but we will, yeah, I'm feeling pretty comfortable right now. We're getting those points, and we're scoring goals, so we'll go the rest of the month. San Jose, a 6-3 win. Yeah, we're scoring goals now. We're scoring goals now. It was just a little bit of a dry spell there in October, maybe a little bit of rust, but we seem to be back in form for the most part. And as I say that, we get 3 losses in a row. Come on now, boys. There we go, 3-2 win against the Rangers, and then Islanders right here. We have a 6-3 win. There you go. Florida, 3-2 overtime win. Pittsburgh, huge game right here, 2-1 win. There you go. All right, so we finished the month 15-6-3. That is really good. That's better than, probably better than we were last season. But here we go, December, the month that haunted us last year. Hopefully we will not let it get to us this year. But let's check the stats out real quick. We are second in the division, 1 point behind the Islanders. And let's check the player stats. Balcers is stepping up in a big way this year, boys, and that might be because it's Taylor Hall on his line. That is a good line change right there. And then Adam Henrique with 20 points, Pietrangelo with 19, Veleno with 19, Ratty with 16, Patrick with 16, so he got going, so that's good. And Palmieri with 12, Lindholm, Morrissey with 8, Mersch with 5, Dahlin and Lazar with 5, Juleson and Andreoff and Vatanen with 3. Vatanen only with 3, really. He's on the power play, too. All right, may have to get him going. And then Moran and Beach, Cody Beach with an assist. There you go, buddy. The rise of Cody Beach has come to the New Jersey GM mode. So let's see, goaltender stats. All right, there you go. Blackwood, or not Blackwood, Prop. Playing great as usual, and Prop, or God, I'm getting so confused. Can't even talk. Mackenzie Blackwood is only a 900 goaltender at the moment, so I have to keep an eye on him. Hopefully he can get going whenever he's in there in the backup role, because we need to rely on him for the playoffs if Prop gets injured. And we are looking good. I mean, I prefer to have more of an offensive threat in the back end, besides just Pietrangelo and maybe Morrissey getting it done a little bit right now, but looks like our defensive core is drying up a little bit, especially Sami Vatanen, as I mentioned before. So might have to look into getting them going. But we are rolling right now with the likes of Balcers and Hall and Henrique and all of our top 6 producing. So let's just roll with it and see where it takes us. And we will simulate December as well. So let's go to the calendar here. And, yep, simulating. Let's go another 2 weeks just to make sure. But I think we'll be fine. Toronto. Let's see. 5-2 win. There you go. That is more like it. Good start to December. Pittsburgh, they're terrible apparently, and a 3-0 loss. Okay. All right, EA. They're 7-17, and they beat us 3-0. All right. Come back here against Columbus, and 5-4 overtime win. There you go. St. Louis, they're pretty good. 5-3 loss. All right, that makes sense. Winnipeg, let's see, 5-2 win. So yeah, we're getting those goals. We're getting those goals, but we're still letting in quite a few occasionally here. 2-0 win against the Hurricanes, and then a 4-0 win against the Winnipeg Jets. So maybe I just gotta keep saying the opposite of what I want to happen, because as I said that we were letting in too many goals, Prop or Blackwood, whoever was in, came up with 2 shutouts in a row for our team. So, and there we go. We have 3 games in a row where we only let in 1 goal. So, I mean, the reverse psychology, I guess, works. There we go. Another shutout. 5-0 win against the Dallas Stars. And we are on a roll. Come on, boys. Of course. The reverse psychology is amazing right now. 3-2 win against Anaheim, and then Chicago, last game of the month. Was that a win? I can't tell if that was a win or not. Not sure. Yes, 6-0 win. Perfect, boys. Perfect. 27-9-3 on the year so far. Nothing to complain about at all. And you know what? Yeah, we're first in the division. Nothing to change. Even if our power play or penalty kill's struggling, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we, yeah, we're rolling. Oh yeah, yep, we're rolling now, boys. Balcers and Hall on the same line is a good idea. That's a very good idea. 42 points for both of them. 27 assists for Balcers and 23 goals for Taylor Hall on the right wing. And we look to be on those guys look to be on fire right now. And Joe Valeno with 34 points, Petrangelo with 33, Henrique 32, Patrick with 29, Ratty with 28, Palmieri 22, Morrissey 15, Lazar 15, Lindholm 13 or 14, Mersch with 13, Vatanen with 8. So again, may have to get him going, but then again, we're winning, so I don't really want to change anything. Dahlin with 7, but he's plus 24, very nice. And Juleson with 6 points. Beach with 5 points. He has a goal. He has 2 goals, actually. And then Andreoff and Moran. And Moran's plus 9 as well, so he's doing his job. Let's check defensemen individually, check the plus-minus. So the only minus defenseman currently is Morrissey. But he's getting those points, so that's good. And then goaltending-wise, Blackwood is back up there. Very nice. In 5 games played, he has 3 wins. And save percentage of 914. Does he have any shutouts? Nope. All right, so all those shutouts have been props so far, boys. Save percentage of .929 and a goals against average of 2.13, 24 wins in 34 games. Very nice prop. That is what I like to see. And, yeah, I mean, we're rolling, boys. We're rolling. There's nothing we really need to change right now because, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And we are currently 6 points ahead of the second-place New York Islanders. So I think we're in a good spot this year, boys. I think we could keep going. We can keep going for sure. Nothing we need to change. Let's go one more month. Really comfortable with this team so far. So, but you know what? No, don't say it. Oh, here we go. The reverse psychology has been real in this episode. So. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna avoid saying anything good or bad about our team, and we'll just watch the simulation because the simulation seems to react to my voice a little bit right now. I mean, I know that seems a little bit crazy, and I admit it is, but you know, the what's it called? Superstitions, you know, with hockey, especially in a simulation game like this where the EA randomness is at its best. We just need to roll with it. All right, Colorado 3-2 loss. Come on now, boys. There you go. 2-1 shootout win against the Senators. All right, got 3 games in 4 days here. Boston 2-1 loss and 3-2 shootout loss against the Oilers, so we got a point out of that. And then the Islanders 4-2 win. There you go. All right, coming up on the All-Star game here. And unfortunately, you can't play it because, you know, EA Sports. And last game of the month, Washington 1-0 shutout and shootout victory against the Caps. So we are 32-12-6. Nothing to complain about at all. Our locker room chemistry is up there at an 84. Should be higher in my opinion if we're playing that well. 70 points on the year. 32-12-6. So it looks like all those changes that we made in the offseason have benefited us greatly. But the best part right now has been Taylor Hall and Rudolph Balcers. They are just killing it on that first line. 31 assists for Balcers and 27 goals for Taylor Hall. He might even there's a chance that he could hit 40 goals this year. So that's good. Joe Veleno with 28 assists, 38 points. Henrique with 37 points. Pietrangelo 36. Patrick 34. Ratty 33. Getting a lot of depth scoring here. Palmieri 29. Drops off to Lindholm at 19. Lazar and Morrissey with 18. Mersch with 16. Dahlin and Vatanen and Juleson with 9. Andreoff with 8. Beach with 5 still. That's all right, though. And then Morin with 4 plus 7. So, not going to complain. We are just rolling right now. Going on all cylinders. And, Blackwood. I've been praising you for so long, man, and you're just not getting it done this year in the backup role. You gotta get going there, Blackwood. You gotta get going. I have to be able to trust you in the playoffs, and I want to trust you, but .89 save percentage, that's not good. But the good news is Prop has been playing out of his mind. .933 save percentage, and a goals against average of 2.04. So that is pretty good, and 6 shutouts as well. So, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, boys. I mean, besides Blackwood, not too much to complain about. I mean, I wish our defensive core was scoring a little bit more, but hey, we're winning games, so I really have nothing to change. I have nothing to complain about. We're 18 minutes into this episode approximately, so let's check the team stats out. But again, nothing really to change. We're just checking it just for the sake of checking it. And we're almost at 3 goals for per game. And the New York Islanders scoring like crazy, 175 goals for on the year so far. And then the goals against average is where we dominate, 2.3 goals against average. All thanks to Christian Prop at the moment. And then the power play, yep, that looks like it's gotten better. 19.7. No reason to touch it. No reason to touch anything right now, really. Again, we're in a pretty good spot. 84.3 penalty kill. That is good. No problem there for me. If anything, if I'm changing anything, it would probably be the power play. But our power play got off to a really weak start, and now that it's up to 19.7, that means it's been much better than 19.7 in the recent games. So we really have no reason to touch anything right now. We're in a good spot. You know, we just got to keep going. So, I mean, I'm debating if I want to simulate up to the trade deadline, because we've already had so much success in this video. Yeah, you know what? Let's go up to the trade deadline. I don't even care. We're not. We don't need to make any trades, any changes with the lines right now. Everything is rolling currently, but I will stop it at the trade deadline just in case you guys have any suggestions, or if we. You know what? Not gonna say it. I think you guys know what I was gonna say though. So Arizona, there you go, 4-3 win, 4-1 win rather, as Carolina Hurricanes are looking to make a trade for Jacob Silverberg for Glennie and a third. No, thank you. Rather keep my prospects right now, because we currently have a full roster anyways. So I mean, and Cody Beach, I mean, hey, he's a beast. he's allowing us to win games, so I'll keep him in there. I will keep him in there for sure. Yeah, Wise wouldn't have gotten the chance to play this year, boys. So I'm glad I sent him down to juniors before the year started. So I am perfectly okay with that. 1-0 loss to Columbus. Come on now. Rebound now. Rebound, boys. Gets Philadelphia. Let's see. There we go. 3-2 overtime win. So, again, really nothing to... Yeah, there's nothing to change about this team, boys. I don't even think we need to trade Blackwood just because of how well we're doing. Because, I mean, trading anyone at this point would just... All that would do... Even trading Blackwood, all that would do is just... dip our team in morale, and we don't really have the cap space to be making a trade anyway. So I think we just keep going, boys. I mean, I'm not going to go any further just in case, but I think we just keep going. Like, this team is rolling right now, and I'm very comfortable with saying that right now because it's the end of the episode. And we don't have to deal with any more of that reverse psychology until next episode, maybe. Hopefully not. And that's probably reverse psychology for it will happen. Let's actually simulate this last game against Philadelphia. Let's go into it. First period, Konechny twice on prop. Second period, Shasin and 4-0 shutout, of course. So there you go. That'll about do it for this episode. We end off 41-16-6 before the trade deadline. That is fantastic. We are in a very good position right now. 88 points above the 5 points rather above the second place Philadelphia Flyers with 88 points on the year currently. And let's check the player stats one more time. Taylor Hall with 56 points. Balcy with 54. These two have been tearing it up all year long. I love it. Veleno with 44. I mean, I called these guys out in the offseason last year, and it looks like they listened. They listened big time. Hall with 33 goals. Henrique with 43 points. Patrick 41. Pietrangelo 41. Ratty with 36. Palmieri 33. Lindholm with 23. Morrissey and Lazar with 21. Mersch with 20. Vatanen with 13. Andreoff with 12. Juleson with 11. Dahlin with 9. Moran with 5. And Beach still with 5 points. But he is getting those fights in there. He has 69 penalty minutes. Most on the team, I would imagine. Yep. And then goaltender-wise, let's see. All right, so, yeah, Blackwood hasn't been doing too well. But, again, if we make any trades at this point in time, all that's doing is getting our morale down there. And look at Christian Prop. .939. Goals against average of 188. 36 wins in 54 games and 9 shutouts. I am glad I kept this guy. 3 assists as well. So, cannot complain right now, boys. Cannot complain. Everything's going as planned for the most part. I mean, 99% of what's happening I am happy with. I just wish Blackwood would be doing a bit better, or much better rather. And I wish also that Vatanen would be producing a little bit more, but you know what? We're winning, so I cannot complain. So I'll leave it off right here. And again, any suggestions, leave them in the comments, but I really don't think this team needs any changes right now. We should just keep going. I mean, if anything... Oh, look at that goaltending, 99. But I think if anything, we'd be trading for depth at forward, because we can't call Wise up, I don't think. Or maybe we can, I don't know. It's probably a glitch in the game or something. But if anything, I'd be looking for trading for forward depth for the playoffs, but that's about it, really, because we already have depth at defense. We have Crosby and we have Gordon and a coin who we can play in the playoffs if necessary. And then we have Wise at forward, but that's about it for forward. So I think if anything, again, I would be trading draft picks, like low draft picks, like 4th, 5th rounders for some depth players. So I will leave it there, and I'll see you guys in the next one when we finish the year 7 regular season. See you guys then.